everyone. Thank you for joining me again tonight. This is Yusufchowdhury, digital marketing coach here from San Antonio, Texas. So just a quick show. I'm going to show you guys how to easily add the MailChimp capture and how to create this nice logo on the Canva. Okay, give me a second. Let's see. All right. So basically, this is one of our fellow scopers in my show basically asked me how to add the MailChimp. So I'm going to do a quick, hey Rosie, how you doing? Just to show you quickly how to add the MailChimp lead capture, the newsletter. And if you have any question how I made that logo as well through Canva, I can also show that, okay? So thank you for joining, folks. And I hope Musu is here. Musu, if I pronounce your name, I don't know if you're there. Let me know, because that is her website. She is a writer. And the name of the website is, I think, New Creation or News Creation. There you go. Yeah, so I have gathered some mails, from work comments. Hey, how you doing, 7 Networking? Can I use them on my MailChimp? Good question. Go to sleep, Ray. Come on, man. Sleep is overrated. Look, here's the thing when it comes to email marketing. Here's the thing when it comes to email marketing is the email that you're going to post, tag tribe in the house, the email that you're going to post on or upload to your MailChimp, you have to make sure that you have the permission. So if you pick email from anywhere, let's say in a conference or local event, you have to, when people write the information down or the email address, you have to give them that option whether they're going to receive email from you or not. Because if you don't ask their permission and put it on MailChimp and blast an email to them, there's a chance they can flag you as a spam. So don't do that. Does that make sense? So the best way to do it by having some sort of lead capture on the page. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. Hey Barry, how you doing? Good to see you. So let's go start with this right now. Give me a second. So this is Musu, if I pronounce the name correctly. That's good to see you, Barry. Everyone follow Barry right here. He's an awesome dude. He has a lot of awesome scope. So Musa was asking me how can I add the MailChimp. I'm having some trouble. To do that, it's very easy. This is a website built on WordPress, and this is a free theme. I can also show you how I added the logo for her as well. So basically, the first thing which you do is when you log into your MailChimp. So when you log into your MailChimp, what you need to do, once you log in as a brand new person, you have to create a list. So it looks like Musu already created a list, right? You can actually customize it, Barry. There is a way you can actually customize it or have somebody else customize the look of it. Then you can add it back on your website. Okay. So I'm going to create. I'm going to click on the list. It looks like this is her website, and this is the newsletter that she already created, right, Musu? So I'll go ahead and click this and look for sign up forms. Okay. Once I click sign up forms, it will give me a few options right here, like a general form, embedded form, subscribe, pop-up, or some form for integration. Let's go with the basic. I'm going to click on embedded form because this one doesn't require coding or customization, anything like that. Hey Ray, good to see you. How you doing? So after I click on embedded form, right here, this is how the form looks like, or the capture, right? And on the bottom, you have this huge code. You're supposed to basically copy this long code right here. Okay. So once I, oops, 1 second. Sorry about that. I want to make sure that I got the full copy of the code. Okay, so I copied the code, and now looks very familiar, right? I copied the code. So right now in WordPress, Musu basically she wanted to add the lead capture somewhere in this area. So this is the widget area. So what I have to do on the back end of the website, when you go on the back end of the website, you go to appearance, okay? Then you go to, you go to appearance, then you go to widgets, okay? Once you go to widgets, so this area right here where it says the main sidebar, it is the same thing like here, okay? So what I want to do, it says pages, add to follow now, which is these social. I want to put on the bottom. Because it's a code, what I need to add a text box so I can add the code to that text box. To do that, I have to scroll down and look for, there you go, there's a text box. I'm going to grab this text box and move it, okay, and move it all the way I'm sorry, below the social icon. There you go. Then I will paste the full code. Excuse me. I'm not sure what theme is this. It's a free theme. I'm going to check in a few minutes. Good question though, Rose. So I'm going to add the code right here and just click save. Okay. And go back to the actual live website and do a refresh. And give it a few seconds. It's thinking. It's thinking. I guess my connection is just kind of crappy a little bit. Get a few seconds. Let it do something. Let it do its thing. Then there you go. Boom. You see that? How easy was that? Subscribe to our mailing list. You can go back and change this to anything you want. And you can have first and last name, whatever. You see? Simple as that. Wasn't that very easy? Okay. All right. So that's the first thing. Now, there are a few things you got to remove from this sidebar. There are things you don't need, like, you know, categories, yes, you need them, but the meta, you don't need the meta. Okay, that one, you got to remove this thing. I'm going to go back and make sure I remove the meta. It's kind of pointless to have this. I don't need to have that, but the categories, yes, because people need to bring the category up, because, and I don't think you need pages either, okay, because you already have the pages on the navigation, so you don't need that, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and remove that too. Can I remove that, Musu? Before I do that, I need your permission. So the search can be below the code or above the code, above the box if you want. The categories should be the primary, because you want the people to look at the category first, then the recent post, then the archive. Okay, there you go. And you don't need this thing again because you already have it on the top. Does that make sense? So I'm going to also remove the pages, because there's no point of having a pages on the sidebar because you already have it on the navigation. Going forward, Ozzy. Thank you for joining. Okay, so there you go. Let me refresh it. Look at that. See, now it looks much better. So I have the social sharing, I got the search box, I got the lead capture, and categories because you want people to read the blog post and a recent post. Now here's another thing. Your front page is not a content-based page, right? Thank you. Your front page is not a content-based. So what I mean by that, if you can make the blog post on the front page as a content, then you can have a bunch of these options. Does that make sense? Because now what happened when you have all these long options, you have an empty space, and that's not good. Do you see what I'm saying? So the thing with the widget, what happens, this one widget will show up on all the pages by default. So what you can do, if you only want to have the lead capture, excuse me, and the welcome page, there's a plugin I need to look, I can't remember from the top of my head. There's a plugin that you can have different widget for different pages. So we're gonna do that, okay, later on. Once I remember, I'll probably do that. I can. How can I get in contact with you to help me with my WordPress site? Well, just send me a direct message to my Twitter, please, Darlene. Yeah, this is a static page. You're right. This is a static page, but a static page shouldn't have a long widget like that because you have a lot of empty spot. Like this is empty space. This is not good. This is like there's nothing here, you know. So what I'm saying, if you want to keep this static, also you have to remove the comment box. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no need for a comment box on the page. You can leave the comment on the blog post. Nobody comment on a contact page or service page because it's not a blog page. Does that make sense? So in order for you to disable the comment page, all you have to do is just go to pages. Go to pages and highlight all the pages. Then go to edit. Then click apply. Okay, click apply. Then from here I can go ahead and disable all the comment. It's funny because the latest WordPress should not have any comment on the pages, so I'm not sure why you're having the comment on every page. So click update. Now once I do that, give it a few minutes. Right now I basically disabled the comment box on the pages because pages are not a blog post. There's no point of having a comment below the blog page. Does that make sense? So I'll give it a few minutes and there you go. So now when I go back to the live website and do a refresh, you can see the comments are still there. Oh, there you go. The reason the comments are still there because somebody else commented. So you can delete them or remove them. Okay, yeah, so you can remove, so you can actually delete the comment from that page. And again, if you want to have a welcome, maybe a video or welcome message with a video, then right here you can just move the MailChimp on the top, and that's it, right? And make sure in the blog page you can have the sidebar. Like for instance, if you don't want to have the sidebar on the About page, what you can do, gotta get into the system, make down the comments. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So on the About page, what I can do, if I want to remove the sidebar, I'm just going to go to quick edit where it says default template. I'm just going to use full width, update, and now refresh. There you go. That looks much better. So there's no distraction. I don't want to see the sidebar because the sidebar is distracting me. If you want somebody to read the About page, make them focus to read the About page. Does that make sense? Okay. Then of course we need to remove the comment box and all the other stuff. That has to be cleaned out completely. Okay. And okay. All right. So that's one. And let's see what else. The portfolio, same thing. Make it full width. And what else? Well, congratulations. Writing services. Make it default. Okay. So once I find that plugin that gives you the option to have different widget on different pages, then I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So that's it. That's how you add the MailChimp. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And I know you didn't have the logo right here. So what I did to create your logo, I basically went to Canva. And what happened, every theme has a specific dimension. So if you want to add the logo, you have to go to Appearance, Customize, then what it says, the header image. So right here, it gives me the dimension, which is 1180 to 160. So what I did, I went to Canva, right? I went to Canva, and right here, it says use custom dimension. So I basically created a custom dimension, which is 1180 160. I uploaded your logo, I added it here, made it a little bit white, and wrote a text, the tagline, downloaded it, and that's it. Then uploaded it back, and there you go. So now you have a nice looking site with your actual logo, improving your business one word at a time. Okay. So if I can find that plugin that does the different widget, let me see it real quick. If I can find it right now, let me check. Let's see. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Let's see. Widget plugin. Let me do a search. Let me go to WordPress.org and do a search for plugin that can give me different widget options. Yes, let's see. Widget plugin. Write it down. Widget plugin. Widget. Let me see what is it called. Now, let's see. Easy to feed widget. Author post widget. Trying to look for easy to duplicate one corner widget all essential. Image rotator. Nope. Nope. I still not able to find it. Sliding order, sliding widget. Able to create a sliding widget. Nope, not that one. Let me do something else. A different. There you go. Display widget. Let's see. Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? Simply hide widgets to the specific. Yes, this is the one. Display widget. Let me see if this is the one. All right. Let me go back. Do a search for plugin. Hey, Henry, what's going on, man? Go to sleep, brother. What are you doing here, man? Speaking of myself, I have to go to sleep too. So let me see if I can add this display widget here. So hopefully this widget can help me have different widget for different pages. So let's see. So I added that. Let's see where it shows up. Because that way we can have the front page have the what you call it. Sidekick, add any Where did it go? Where is this widget thing? Let me see. I honestly don't know how to use it. I need to figure it out. And is it under tools? Under settings? It's not under the settings. Yeah, do you have a YouTube where I can look at this over and take my time? I don't have, unfortunately, I didn't put on YouTube, but what you can do, you can go to catch. You can go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury, and you can check it there, because you can forward and go backward to watch the video. Okay, so just go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury, please. Okay, thank you. Let me figure out how can I do this. You are welcome. Let me figure out how to do this. How to add. So should this be set up where they come to the blog page first? It's what you were saying earlier. Well, I mean, because the blog, people are reading the content and they can see the category. It's like, it's normal to be on the blog. Does that make sense? I mean, it's not a must. Okay, I mean, what happens, every page has to have a purpose. If you want the visitor to focus on your service information, about the company, you don't want a distraction. You know, it's a part of the usability factor, right? So I prefer that if you shouldn't have a sidebar on those pages. Maybe just the blog page should have the sidebar, and everything else should not have a sidebar, because you don't want them to get distracted. Some say it's good to have it because you can make them go back to a blog, but that makes no sense. Why would you have a category on a about page? You see what I'm saying? But that's my personal preference. Nothing like, you know, that you have to. Let's see. Okay, sidekick. Okay, I thought I did add the widget. Where did it go? Display widget. Okay, that's a display widget. To each widget to show or hide. Okay, so let me try that. So if I go to the widget, let's see, display. Let me go to every page. Let me go to this page right here. Let me figure. I'm trying to figure out how to set this up. I honestly don't know, but I can figure it out. So I'm trying to figure it out. What is the option? What is the option to display or hide the widget from page? About. Well, I don't want to waste your time. I need to figure it out later on. Right now, my mind is not working. But the whole idea, I was thinking for your homepage, you can have the welcome or a video and just the MailChimp capture, and that's it. And the about page, just like that. And the blog page will have all the sidebars. Okay, and another thing with your blog, another tip real quick for you. When you write the blog post, you don't want to show the whole blog post. What you do like if somebody reads introverts are always painted, then like read more, because that way you can see more options. Do you see what I'm saying? To have the whole thing is kind of really not good, because people might miss it. So what you usually do, you go back to your posts. Just go to the post. Let's say this is the first blog post right here, right? And let me show you how. Do you see this option here where it says insert read more? So let's say I'm reading always painted as people who, okay, I put my cursor right there, and I'm going to click that, and there you go. Click update. And now going back to your blog page, and get a few more minutes, and there you go. You see that? Read more. And that's much better. You see what I'm saying? That is much better. So that way people can see the other blog post, so they can come back to it later on. Does that make sense? You have to go back and do that. And the social sharing, I don't think it should be right here. This should be after they read it. So not sure why your social sharing does that. Okay, I can probably figure out later on how you set it up, basically. Okay. All right, so there you go. Okay. I hope this was beneficial. Thank you everyone for waiting. But yeah, this is how you add the MailChimp. This is how you add the logo through Canva. Check the dimension, and of course I added the widget plugin. We just have to figure out how to make different images. Like you can have different banner on a different page, and have the social sharing below the blog post. So when people read it, then they can share. Okay, and I think the theme is fine, to be honest with you. What you need to focus is make the website a little bit much easier for, excuse me, your target customer to navigate, and work on the SEO, work on the traffic, send enough traffic so you can start generating some clients. You know, I noticed that you don't have a contact form. You need to add a contact form and a contact page, and that is very easy. We can just go ahead and add a contact form 7 plugin. I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Actually, you have a contact form. One second. Contact bank, but why you don't have a contact page? Anyway, all right. So yeah, you have that. So, but you need to have like some sort of contact page so people can give their information to contact you. Other than that, I think, yeah, there you go. Contact form demo. You should remove the word demo. Okay. You should remove the. How do you prevent comment spam? Excellent question. You need to use Akismet. Okay. Use a plugin called Akismet. Okay. Let me show you. This one right here. You need to have a free account with WordPress.com in order for you to use Akismet. Okay. So there you go. Use Akismet. Any more question about WordPress? I use Akismet, but it still happened. Okay. Well, spam, you cannot escape it. You are going to get spam bot. That's just a nature of the internet. There's no way to prevent it. So what Akismet does, it grabs it for you. You have to make sure that it's active. Right? You have to make sure that the Akismet is active, because if it's not active, that could be the reason it's coming up and going to your comment box. You see, this is active. If I click on it, it will give me some sort of reading, like how many spam that it was blocked, how many went to the trash folder, how many went to the spam folder. You see that? See this? It gives you statistics, right? So you need to make sure that the Akismet is on, because unfortunately on the internet there's no way. Oops, sorry. There's no way to block. To prevent the spam comment, because they're gonna come regardless. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right. Any more questions? Any more questions, folks? Please do let me know before I end this scope. This was for Musu, who runs her business in writing services. She just asked me this question. I believe yesterday or today. And I want to quickly show you how it's done. You're most welcome, Rose. If you have your website that you want me to look at it, let me know. We can do another scope and show you how to make some changes here and there. Just the basic stuff, nothing like complicated. Something like you can do as well. All right? Okay. Oh yeah, the theme on this one, if I go to themes, it's called Selma. It's a free theme right here. Okay, it's a free theme from WordPress. Selma. Oh, Selma? Okay, there you go. That was the theme. Okay, just free. It's not a premium, it's just a free theme. Okay. All right, any more questions? There you go. Let me know if you have any more questions. You are most welcome, and we'll look into more stuff later on. So your website looks nice and clean. So yeah, go to sleep. Sleep is overrated. I sleep whenever I want, right? There you go. All right, thank you, folks. Thank you. Thanks for those who joined me. Please catch the replay. I'm actually almost done. If you all have no more question, I can go ahead and end this. But thank you. I hope this was very beneficial. Okie dokie. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have an awesome weekend.